My name is Krook, Rock the Grind King, and y'all watching TheBeeShine. I mean, I used to sit at my living room. It was like 1984, 82, 81, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? And they used to have the hip hop radio show on the college radio station. And I would sit there in the dark by myself. I didn't know why it was just me. I had two other brothers, and I was the only one that would sit around in the dark, listening to the radio station, listening to hip hop, loving hip hop. Just ever since I heard it, it grabbed me. And anytime I heard it, I had to listen, you know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna say that the most important impact was me learning how to actually flow on a beat. Because if I didn't learn how to flow on the beat, I wouldn't be what I am today, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, I had a few rhyme partners that knew how to rhyme on beat, but they didn't know how to teach me how to do it, you know what I'm saying? So all I could do was keep listening to the best. And the best at the time was Paul Rach's Teachers, Big Daddy Kane, Chill Rob G, you know what I mean? Like, these was my influences when I actually was learning how to rhyme over a beat. Because I had the words. People would say, yo, you got some lyrics, but you don't keep it on the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to rhyme on the beat, and that's the most impactful moment, I guess, as an MC coming up, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for Chill Rob G, Paul Rach's Teachers, and all the things that they was dropping that had an impact on me, and I kept following what they were teaching, and I'm trying to teach the same, you know what I mean? My first thing I did was enter a competition to open up for K Solo back when he was hot. And, you know, I went and I did it. I was my own DJ. I set up my own show, you know, beat, did a little blend on there, went in there, rapped my bars. I had no stage presence, you know what I mean? I just went up there and rapped, but my beat sounded dope. I could see the people nodding their head. They were feeling it, you know what I'm saying? And I knew at that moment that I could do this, and I just kept performing. I kept finding any reason to perform, and then my brothers and my cousins and my homeboys just loved what I was doing, and they just followed everything I did, and we became a group and just started rocking. Well, the best thing about it is that my mom, Dukes, she bought us the equipment. Like, we was going across the street all the time to go mess with my man's equipment. We put a little bit, my other friend put a little bit, he put a little bit, and we had a little setup that was kind of whack. But Mom Dukes recognized that we really was loving this, and she went and bought us our first speaker and amp and all that so that we could do our music in the basement, because at least she knew she was keeping us home. We were doing what we wanted to do, but we would do it at home. You know what I mean? So she was all for it. We was there. She just had to scream at us 100 times to turn the damn thing down. The best feeling is when you do create something and you know you created something special. The feeling that you have when you're creating something special is like, it's such a free moment where you feel like you're like so high and nothing is above you, like, as far as nothing can bring you down, because there's nothing above you or next to you to bring you down. Like, you just wrote that fire verse and you're like, whoa, did I just write this? You know what I mean? But then when you go in the studio and you lay it down and then you hear it, that's another feeling that you love. When you hear your voice on that track after you wrote that dope rhyme and now you're hearing it, you're like, oh man, I killed that. You know what I'm saying? So hearing your stuff on the radio, you know, them are all the great feelings that, as an MC, that I've gotten, you know, rocking a crowd and the people loving the show, just going with me. That's like the ultimate, you know, because of energy. The certain things that stand out to me was the biggest moves that I made, or a time where everything was going good for me, and I had recently got signed and I was traveling a lot, and I discovered Texas for the first time on the whim. Just flew out there because another New York hip-hop group was going out there, and I just had met them, and I had got my deal, so I had money, and they said, we're going to Texas, we're performing with Ludacris, Mario, and all these other. I said, word? If I go down there, can I rock with y'all? And they was like, yeah, sure, no doubt. They didn't believe me, you know what I'm saying? This guy you just met is gonna jump on a plane the same night and meet you in Texas the next day? Nah, they didn't believe me, but sure enough, I was there the next day, rented the car, went to the hotel. Everybody knew about me before I got there because I'm that crazy dude they met at the club that is really there the next day in Texas, you know what I mean? So that was wild. You know, the girls, the attention, the love that the homies was getting, in. We formed a bond that we're still cool and friends to this day. Big up to T Weapons, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's times like that when I'm in like Denver and I'm by myself in Denver, walking down the street and feeling good, and people are saying, hey, you look sharp, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm by myself, I'm on the West, I'm doing my own thing, and I'm getting love everywhere I go. I get in the club, the DJ plays my music, the crowd starts dancing, and I'm there, nobody knows that's my record, and I'm in the middle of Denver, and I don't even know where I'm at, mind you, and never been there before. And here I am getting my record played. Same night I show up, and it was all love. You know, moments like that are few and far in between, but they're very special. And, you know, I won't forget them, and I make more. I love traveling. I learn so much from being on the road. I'm in different cities and states every month, up to 8 states per month. You know what I'm saying? So I keeps it moving. I'm distributing CDs. I'm doing shows, open mics, wherever there's an open mic, if I'm spending the night, you know what I mean? And I see beautiful, you know, beautiful sides of the country that most people don't get to see. And it's beautiful. The whole U.S. is beautiful, and other parts of the country, of the world that I've been able to travel to, like Mexico, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. And, you know, if it wasn't for music and hip hop, my drive, my love for this, I wouldn't get to see all that and see more that's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I always give thanks to hip hop for giving me every element I needed for me to survive and prosper in this world. You know what I'm saying? And if the new cats understood and recognized what the real elements of hip hop are, and you master every element of hip hop, there is no way that you cannot be successful in life. And you might not have to master them all, but master any few of them, and you're guaranteed to live a prosperous life. I'm not leaving anything to remember. If I'm not dead, then I'm still going. So, you know, it could be 10, 20 years, just like it's been 10, 20 years. New people are hearing about me now, and they're loving me now. They're not saying, this is that old guy. They're just hearing what I got now, and they're loving it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like my music, I plan to be timeless. So 20 years down the road, I'm still rapping timeless. 30 years, 40 years, I want to be 70, 80 and still dropping game on them. You know what I'm saying? And then when I die, maybe it'll be hundreds of years, even 1,000 years, where they'll be looking at Krook Rock rhymes and studying what I was saying 1,000 years ago. I'm like, I go that deep, and that's how far I want to reach, for sure.